If you've been thinking about buying or selling a home anywhere here in the Inland Empire, then this video is for you because we're breaking down what's happening in the housing market and, more importantly, what it means for you. So according to Realtor.com, the median listing price here in the Inland Empire is currently at about $618,000. But if we were to break that down by county, the median listing price in Riverside right now, it's about $699,000, whereas the median listing price in San Bernardino County, it's currently a little bit lower at about $538,000. And looking at Redfin, you can see that the current median sold price in Riverside County is $613,000, which is up by about 3% from this time last year. And San Bernardino County's median sold price is $483,000, which is currently down 2% from this time last year. What does all that mean though, and how does it affect you? Well, first of all, it seems like there might be too many sellers that are pricing their homes a little too high. And for buyers, well, looks like they might have more room for negotiation, or more opportunities for negotiation is probably a better way to put it. And according to the numbers anyway, it does seem like San Bernardino County might be providing more of those opportunities. Of course, it's easy to understand why there are so many people that are starting to wonder. I mean, does that all mean that too many homes are just sitting on the market forever? No, not necessarily. Looking here at this chart, you can see that the Inland Empire as a whole had an expected market time, basically how long it takes for the house to go up for sale and go into escrow. But the Inland Empire had an expected market time of about 56 days. But if we break that down, you can see that Riverside County, it did move a little bit slower. It's at 60 days. San Bernardino County is moving a little bit faster at 53 days. So then what does that mean? First, I wouldn't call it a buyer's market. Not yet anyway. I mean, sure, it could happen, but here locally, we're not there yet. It's not a seller's market either though. I mean, it's definitely a very different market than we saw a couple years ago when homes would go up for sale and basically just fly right off the shelf. No, right now, we're really more in a balanced market. Although, if we are being honest though, I mean, yes, if the market were to slow down more, I mean, it could eventually kind of shift more into a buyer's market. It's just that right now, here in the Inland Empire anyway, right now, that's just not where we're at. Hey, real quick, if this is your first time here, my name's Jose and I am your SoCal Realtor. If you are thinking about buying or selling a home, don't hesitate to reach out. My team and I, we've helped many people just like you, and we're here and ready to help you with your next move too. But enough about that, let's go ahead and get back to the video. Looking a little bit closer at this, the homes that are priced under $600,000, and especially if they're staged well, but those are the homes that we are seeing move a little bit faster. And bonus points if they have a pool. Of course, even at that price point, if you're priced a little too aggressively, kind of as if it was the housing market of a couple of years ago, but if you are priced a little too aggressively, you are likely to see your house sit on the market for longer. And in the case of some homes I've seen, possibly even a lot longer.
Where is everyone?
Although if your house is on the higher end of the pricing scale, even if you have it priced competitively, but if your home, it's an $900,000 home, and in the market we're in right now, it is a very good likelihood that it could take a little longer to sell. Bottom line though is due to the rising inventory and the lower number of shoppers out right now, just buyers have more options. This is why it is extremely important that you price your house right from the start. Here's what I will say though, because if you are planning or maybe just thinking about buying a home right now, number one, you do have more room to negotiate than you did just a year ago. That doesn't mean as a buyer you're in complete control, but you do have more room for negotiating. Number two, homes are staying on the market a little bit longer, and as a buyer, you're not in a race anymore where you have to hurry up, go out, find a house, and quickly make an offer before 10 other buyers come along and make an offer. Number three, sellers may be willing to offer closing cost credits or maybe minor repairs, or just they may be more open to negotiating than they were just a couple of years ago. Yes, mortgage rates, they're not as low as we'd like to see, but if you are in a position where you could make a purchase today, there definitely are more opportunities for you out there. If you're thinking about selling in order to make a move and purchase a different or a new home, number one, be sure to price your house competitively. Remember, buyers do have more options today, so the goal is to capture their attention and get them to want to come see your house. Number two, I would stage your house. Never underestimate the power of first impressions, both in the photos and especially in person. Number three, I would not expect buyers to waive everything. It's becoming more and more common today to see some concessions from other sellers. I'm not saying that it's impossible to sell or that you got to give everything away to do that. Not at all. I mean, we're still definitely seeing well-prepped homes sell. I'm just saying that that the days of being able to put a sign out in the front yard, sit back and just wait for the line to form at your front door. Yeah, those days are definitely behind us. Of course, if you are planning on selling your house in order to make a move, and whether that's to upsize, downsize, upgrade, just whatever the reason is, my point though is I wouldn't get overly hung up on any concessions that you might make on the house that you're trying to sell, because the truth of the matter is you're probably going to end up making it up on the home that you purchase anyway. Here's a question I have been getting lately. I see what's happened in the housing market so far this year, but what should we expect for the rest of the year? Here's how I'll answer that one, because if we look at the next quarter, the summer, but the expectations are that we're going to see more homes coming on the market, which will likely lead to a little bit more increase in the inventory. I'm not necessarily saying that's going to lead to declining home prices. Sure, in some pockets or parts of the Inland Empire, I mean, there could be some slight declines, but just as a whole, the Inland Empire as a whole, we're not seeing enough data to lead anyone to believe that home prices are going to just really drop or begin to tumble, because well, the demand is there. Or maybe better put, enough demand is still there to keep that from happening. Whenever the rates do finally come down, and industry experts, yes, they are still forecasting rates to come down, it's just that we're probably not going to see anything significant until next year in 2026. But when the rates do come down, you better believe that demand is going to jump. And if you're still on the sidelines waiting for prices to tumble, well, when those rates come down and the demand jumps, I would pretty much expect home prices to do the same thing. Of course, though, if you do have any questions at all, or if you are thinking about buying or selling a home, my contact information is below. Feel free to reach out. Otherwise, until then, we'll catch you in the next one.